Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant, classic, in the making. First time to the channel, guys. Make sure you subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make stuff well versed in the Good Doc's content. All of the stuff that you need to know about me shall be listed in the links in the description area below. Ladies and gentlemen, this one's gonna hit home. And to be quite honest with you, I really don't know how many of you guys are gonna take it. But again, you have to live and die by your content. Gentlemen, I am all for doing whatever it is that I can for my fellow brethren, okay? I will look out for you the best that I can. I will provide you the videos and the content and the information that I possibly can, as much of it as I possibly can, answer as many questions as I possibly can, but I cannot live your life for you. Let me say that one more time. The Good Doc cannot live your life for you. And it's laughable when guys go through situations where they felt like they were scammed or screwed over. Because the first thing that they do is they jump in front of a camera and they tell you all of the things that went wrong from the female perspective, Filipino perspective, but I kind of feel like they're only telling you half of the truth, right? Kind of feel like it's only a half truth. So you never know exactly what this dude did to fuck it up for himself. You only hear one angle, one side of it, you know, and ultimately you're stuck with that particular version and that particular version alone. But as I've gotten older, guys, and I reflect on a lot of bad instances and mistakes that I've made, I've come to the conclusion that most of my mistakes were damn near my fault. Every time I got fucked over or screwed over, it was my fault. And I think that as a foreigner, guys, you have to have that mentality, guys. This is a live and learn process. Time in the Philippines is a live and learn experience. Time abroad is a live and learn experience. You're not going to know everything when you first touch down. Shit, you act like everybody who touches down in the Philippines has it together. I'm not going to say it's going to take you 10 years to get it together, but trust me, it's going to take time for you to get it together. And even then, you're still not going to get it together. Now, there's a story that I like to share because I know it gives all of my trolls and anybody who don't fuck with me just a nice little fucking butterflies in their stomach and shit, because again, if you think the Good Doc is perfect, you are absolutely wrong. I got scammed too, and my scam situation happened about maybe 1 or 2 years into my tenure in the Philippines, okay? And I'll share this story just to put some smile on some bitches' faces, okay? So, I lived in Davao City, guys, and I'll tell you right now, being young at that age, I was not willing to travel outside of Davao City. I stayed in Davao City. That's where I lived. That's where my home was. That's all I knew. Any girl that I met that was in Jensen or Digos or Tagum or Mati and those places, I wasn't traveling there. So ultimately, any girl that I wanted to meet had to travel to come see me. Long story short, there was this young lady who we were frequently having conversations with. I thought that the conversation was going well. I ended up sending her money to come see me. She didn't come. Next thing I know, her grandmother died. And this is no cap, guys. This is literally how it happened. Her grandmother died. She needed some money to pay for the funeral expenses. Guess who the dumb motherfucker was that sent money? This guy. Now, again, it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot for a college kid. I think probably in and around 2K, maybe 4K. I can't remember. That's still a lot of money, guys, but it's not enough to break the bank. It was enough to break this college kid, but again, I had savings, so I was good to go. So imagine I'm getting fucking befuddled and, you know, just bamboozled by this young lady, and I'm super pissed off. You can imagine the types of text messages I was sending this person. 19-year-old Dr. Mike was an ass. Tell you the truth, man. 19-year-old Dr. Mike was a crude individual. I'd say whatever the fuck was on my mind at the time, and I'll text it too, man. My finger game was on point. That sounded funny, my finger game. But yeah, my game was on point, man, with the text messaging, man. So I said all kinds of shit to this girl. This bitch like, oh, it's not like that. It's really happening. You know, nobody could prove anything. But that was, from this particular point on, that's when I made people prove to me that whatever situation they were going through, they would have to prove it to me. Don't mean I was ever going to send any money. But from that point on, that's what made me realize. Again, live and learn from your mistakes. So that was my story of getting bamboozled. And I think I lost, you know, handful of thousands of pesos at that time. And again, I was mad because no foreigner wants to be taken advantage of. No foreigner in their right mind says, how in the fuck am I getting bamboozled by somebody from a third world country? Y'all think they dumb. They ain't stupid. I'm just telling you the truth. And if you don't know, now you know. But you hear all these guys who come out with these stories about them getting screwed and scammed, and they're only hearing it from one side, but yet and still, you had an opportunity to say no. Remember that, guys. Every opportunity you had a chance to say no, unless this bitch is trying to blackball you or blackmail you into doing something in order to save face or whatever it is within family members and all of that stuff, which is why I don't give girls my real Facebook page and shit like that. You know, people who may know me, they don't need to know all that information. But, you know, neither here nor there. Again, guys, you have to look within yourself and understand where you fucked up too. And I do not believe that a lot of foreigners have it in them to sit there and realize that, yo, I made a mistake. Nobody wants to say that about themselves because foreigners are holier than thou, man. Foreigners are perfect, right? We don't never get it wrong. How dare a third world Filipino or a third world person try to take advantage of me? How dare they try to bite the hand that feeds them? Motherfucker, look, everybody gotta eat, man. Survival of the fittest. I'm not condoning the behavior. I can only control what is in me. And as a foreigner, you can only control what is in you. You have full control of every orifice of your body. So you damn sure have control of saying yes or saying no. But when you continue to say yes and you continue to say yes and you continue to say yes, that's a problem. I've learned that you got to learn when to cut your losses, man. As long as you keep saying yes and you're thinking that by continuing to say yes, that it's going to end up magically fixing itself, sometimes it doesn't. So you got to know when to take the L. A lot of foreigners don't know when to take the L. A lot of foreigners don't know when to say no. A lot of foreigners don't know when it is a lost cause. And as a result, you have foreigners who lose hundreds of thousands of pesos, sometimes millions of pesos. Sometimes they buy houses and buy property and buy things and put it in women's names and all of this shit, and now they ain't got nothing to show for it. Now they just got screwed over. So now they're on the tube or they're on Facebook or they're on their lives and they're coming up with all of these sad fucking stories talking about, oh, yeah, man, she scammed me this again. She ain't really scam you, bro. And that's the way I want a lot of foreigners to think about it. Again, a lot of y'all ain't gonna see it this way, but I'm telling you how it is. She ain't really scam you. Because you had every opportunity to tell that bitch no. And when I say bitch, I'm not saying it in a rude way. I'm saying it because I don't know their names individually. But you had every opportunity to tell the bitch, nah, no, voila. You had every opportunity to say that shit, but you don't know how to say it. But it's her fault that she took all the money that you had and now your Philippine trip is ruined or some shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. You look. Don't let the age fool you, man. I'm an OG in this bitch. I tell you the truth. Don't let the fact that the boy's still a youngin', technically, if I compare myself to the ages of all the other people doing this, don't get it twisted that the boy's a youngin' and he don't know what the fuck he's talking about, right? I've been through it. I've done the exact same thing. Now, girls that are in relationships with me are kind of in my age range to an extent. So that's maybe the only difference, age gap, and how that plays a role in, you know, for my older foreigners and stuff like that. But real talk, man, I've been there. I've done that, man. I've seen everything that you have seen probably 10 times, tenfold. I've been there. I've done that. And I'm telling you right now, you got to get to the point where, yo, you got to know when to cut your losses. You think that everything will be Gucci. I'm telling you, it's not. It's not going to be fun. There are going to be moments where you want to chicken choke the shit out of somebody because they took advantage of you, but you can't. Heaven forbid you find that young lady that took advantage of you. What are you going to do when you see him? You going to try to fucking knock her off or something like that? You know, there's not much you can do about it. Once you've been played, you've been played. Huh? Take the bitch to Raffy Tofo. Raffy just gonna put you on there for the hits and views, man. Foreigner gets scammed by a Filipino. That shit ain't no new story, man. That shit happens all the time. So you gotta learn when to compartmentalize and you gotta learn to accept the fact that, yo, I did this to myself. A lot of foreigners will never ever tell you that shit. You wanna know why? Because it's not truth to them. When somebody plays them or gets over on them, you know what I'm saying? They want to go ahead and fucking boo-hoo and cry about it too. But nah, motherfucker, you did that to yourself. You had every opportunity to tell her no. Every opportunity to say, no, bitch, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Walang pera. No money. Every opportunity. But do you do that? Absolutely not. You know what you do? Okay, babe, I'll do whatever I can for you, babe. I love you, babe. All this bullshit. All I can do is hope that you're getting laid in the process, because if you're not getting laid in the process, I'm sorry for you, man. Because not only did you lose your money, you didn't even get an opportunity to even... No, let me not say that shit. I should edit that out, but it's gonna stay. But you ain't even get a chance to smell it? Come on, man. And I'm tired of hearing foreigners cry, bitch, and moan and complain. I have my moments. I know. Because sometimes I need the YouTube to vent my shit. When I'm angry, I talk about it. When I'm happy, I talk about it. Again, with the Philippines, guys, you got to be able to accept 3 factors: the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because it's all there, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't gonna always be peaches and cream. Don't think that every smiling face is a friendly face, man. Or don't think that every friendly face is a smiley face, or smiley faces, friendly faces. Don't think that everybody smiling at you got your best intentions at heart. Remember that. And as long as you remember that, you will always be golden. But I never want you to come here and start crying, bitch, and moaning to Doc, talk about, well, this girl took advantage of me, bro. No. Because I'm telling you right now, don't fool yourself. You had every opportunity to tell a girl no. And when you don't tell them no, and you continue to give, and you continue to give, and you continue to give, thinking that you're going to get something in return, and you don't get it in return, all you did was play yourself, man. So get off your ass. Stop crying. Get back on the buck. Don't send money in online situations. All the other good shit that foreigners tell you when it comes to dating and stuff like that, or getting into relationships and stuff. And you'll be all right, right? Love you. Sincerely do. And with that being said, Good Doc is officially out. At least not going to which means I am going now. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahakita. Bye-bye. Peace.